what's going on? Let's go crazy.
I was going to say, this is the first band that we've had on that's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But we did put...
No, we did Deep Blue something.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about
Are they a Hall of Fame?
Nickelback? Do you reckon they're...
No.
Oh, fuck, you scared
No,
me.
I don't think Nickelback are yet. They will be.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, look, birds around your feet.
Yeah. Puddle of Mud? Puddle of Mud?
Yeah.
No.
Puddle of crud.
All right.
Got him.
Let's get into the
What are we doing?
lyrics
You haven't said it
here.
yet.
I fucking just said it. Open your fucking ears,
Let me
Beveridge.
do
Let me roll back the tape.
do the honors for you, Chips.
Let me roll back the tape.
Open your fucking ears.
That was a really good tape sound. I just made that up on the spot.
Definitely did.
Too busy thinking about
The,
clock sounds.
Yeah, you were just talking about clock sounds. I was saying what we were doing.
Sorry.
And you're like, bong, ding,
Oh,
cong.
Pink Floyd, Time. That's the best song ever, dude. So many clocks at the start of it. It's fucking sick.
Love it.
There's a
Love
Dream
something
Theater
about
album where they hypnotize someone at the start of it. That's got a clock sound as well.
The Dream Theater album was literally just a clock ticking for about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's
A clock or a
Yeah,
clock sound?
Octavarium.
Yeah, fuck that band.
Hey.
Hey.
now.
All right, let's get to this.
The first verse. If I could have my wasted days back, would I use them to get back on track? Stop to warm at karma's burning, or look ahead but keep on turning? Do I have the strength to know how I'll go? Can I find it inside to deal with what I shouldn't know? Could I have my wasted days back? Would I use them to get back on track?
I see he reiterates his point at the end of the verse.
Yeah.
See, the
As
thing
if
is,
we didn't hear it the
verse-
first time.
The verse 1 is fine to me. It's like nothing offensive. It's just that's it. That's the only verse. Oh, actually, there's another one, but it doesn't. It comes back.
Until we get to
Yeah, if
verse 2, that is the only verse. Yes.
It just
For now,
I don't know,
yes.
it's just like I did want to talk about if I could have my wasted days back, would I use them to get back on track? No, I probably would have wasted them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wasted.
I know myself well enough to.
You
if I
wasted all
it the
my
first
days,
time,
and I want them back. I probably would have
if I
wasted
wasted
them
it the
anyway.
first time, I'm definitely going to waste
Yeah.
them the second time.
Oh, it's just when people bring up the whole like, oh, if you could go back in time, what would you change the mind? Well, you fucking can't, so fuck off.
If it's
Don't
like a
fucking talk to
Groundhog
me.
Day style thing, I'm definitely fucking up the days for at least 6 to 8.5 months, and then I'll change it up.
Yeah.
See what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like if I could have my
But,
wasted days back, it isn't get back on track. Well, I wasted all my life. I was an alcoholic. Well, you've got another chance. Here you go. Well, I'll probably still keep being an alcoholic. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually enjoy
Yeah.
drinking.
That's
quite
why.
a lot.
That's why I did it. That's why I did it.
Yeah, that's did it like to really to a
That's why I
fault.
did it. That's why I continue to do it. That's the thing.
You should have used them to record a better track than this one.
Oh. I think the line "Stop and warm at karma's burning" is a nice line. Do you reckon the psychologist gave him that line, or that came from
Toll.
him? Yeah,
This is an English
Ah.
teacher's fucking wet dream. This verse.
yeah, that's a good line. That one. Okay. Pre-chorus. This is good. You'll live it or lie it. You'll live it or lie it. You'll live it or lie it. You'll live it or lie
Where
it.
do you think it was, Zav? You were saying it before we started.
Are you living a lie?
That's what I thought it was. You live in a lie yet?
Yeah, live it or lie it.
It's just. It's. I'm not a lyrical. I am a lyrical genius. It would have been better.
Yeah.
Don't you love when you come up with a word like a line that's better than the actual song, and then you find out what the real lyrics are? And you're like,
That's what I always do because I'm a fucking genius.
Remember the first time I heard that Tonight by Smashing Pumpkins? And I thought
Yeah.
the words were "believe in me because I'm leaving you tonight," and I was like, "Fuck, that's profound." And then the real lyrics are "believe in me because I believe in you," and it's like, oh, okay, It's just
Because
a-
I believe in
Billy.
you.
it's positive. Ugh.
I be leaving you.
And it's like, oh wow, it's really depressing. I love it.
Yeah, you live it or lie it. 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 Do you reckon this is Lars Ulrich's first go at lyrics?
This is actually the first time that Metallica wrote lyrics as a committee.
That's what I mean. I reckon this first verse is probably some Hammett. Hammett's.
You just call Metallica a committee?
Yeah.
I reckon.
The first
Well,
time, yeah.
it's
He's
always
gone
been,
and done it.
Metallica have always just been the James
The
and
committee.
Lars show. Like, whoever the other two were, which was always Kirk Hammett, and whoever the fuck else wasn't dead at the time.
Well, I got to be honest. I don't know anything about Metallica myself.
Well,
I am
I just
a
told you,
very,
that was
very,
it.
very
I
terrible
don't know
person.
for you and me.
I've still got more of this. I've still got more of this pre-chorus.
Go on. Sorry.
Still got more of the pre-chorus.
Sorry.
So you live it, you lie it. You live it, you lie it. My lifestyle determines my death style. My lifestyle determines my death
It
style.
reminds me of. Do you guys ever watch the Sean McAuliffe show?
Yeah.
There's a heaps of funny sketch.
No,
where-
I don't like Sean McAuliffe.
Yeah, okay. You can sit out of this
He's
one
a
then.
fuckhead, that guy.
Yeah.
He's talking about
Jesus.
it's like an
Do
interview.
you know him personally?
Yep.
I'm into this. I'd like to know.
He's me dad. You can
Oh.
fuck off.
Okay. This is the nonsensical ramblings.
Go on. I'm listening. I don't want to be, but I am.
He's interviewing like a rock climber whose partner died, and she goes, "He died doing what he loves," and Sean McAuliffe goes, "Yes, kicking and screaming, falling to his death."
I remember one
On
he
Sean?
had like he's sitting there and Tim Rogers comes on
Mm.
from UMI
Yep.
and he's like, our next guest from Australian world class rock and roll band UMI lead singer Tim Rogers, and he comes out and he sits down and he's like, oh hey Sean, how you going? And he's like, all right, first question, if your house was on fire, what would be the first thing you would grab? He's like, oh I don't know, my guitar or something. He's like, well, your house is on fire, and and he just kind of goes, oh fuck, really? Oh, and he just gets up and leaves, and that's it. You think it's going to be an interview, and that's all it is?
It's got to be one of the best, like most underrated shows.
Oh yeah.
on television.
The worst thing that happened was when the majority of people became introduced to Sean McAuliffe through Talking About Your Generation. Was it?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
watered down
very good.
McAuliffe. That's
Yeah.
that's C grade McAuliffe. He's obviously needed some money, and everyone's like, "I love Sean McAuliffe. He's so zany." It's like you don't even fucking know.
No, yeah.
I just think he's a fucking arrogant piece of shit.
Nah.
I think that's his whole shtick.
Yeah, good on him.
Anyway, so his lifestyle.
Okay.
Go on, Mick.
Yeah, his lifestyle
loser.
determines his death style.
Yeah.
How does your lifestyle determine your death style?
Well, the thing
I'm
is,
an alcoholic.
if it's your lifestyle, then you're either alive or you're death. You can't have a lifestyle that's just
No,
Death.
it's like if you're a train driver and that's your lifestyle, then and you get hit by a train.
Just like, oh well, that was always bound to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Or
well
if you're a coroner,
yeah. Well, my job.
who knows what's happening there?
I'm not sure if you guys know
Yeah.
this about me, but I like one of my greatest
Massive dick.
this will be so good. I'm actually
one of
excited
my
for this.
greatest hobbies is to be a bullseye on the archery range. The thing is, I've only really done it once. I continue. I went out there and I thought, oh, this would be a bit of fun, and got arrows straight through my kidney. It was a lot of fun though.
Who'd have thunk?
Stabbed me.
Can you imagine signing the customs form on a plane as like occupation? Bullseye.
Target.
I'm a target.
So tell me about bullseye. Oh, look. Yeah, look, it's pretty self-explanatory. Like I'm a bullseye. People shoot.
You
things
know,
at me
people
and-
have to practice to
Yeah.
get it right in the voice.
Yeah, everyone plays their part. You got the guys that sharpen the arrows. You got the other guys that are the actual archers. I just happen to be the bullseye man, and that's one of the things I like
It's
to do.
It's a team effort.
It's a dirty job.
yeah?
but
I'm not
someone's gotta
taking
do
all
it.
the credit.
Yeah, so that's
The only
Yeah.
time that I can think that someone would die off their death style is that bloke who drives the van who picks up the golf balls at the driving range. And there's always
I know
like
someone who does that.
the van is like caged up, but there's always like one fucking
You just
dodgy
you have to hit
cage.
it. That's like
and you got to everyone's always aiming for it. There's not a single person at the driving range who isn't aiming for that fucking van, and he knows it. We all know it.
He knows it,
and
They
he
know
knows he's going to die one day from it. But he's just like, you know what? Fucking someone's got to bring the balls back.
Yeah.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Dirty jobs with what was that guy?
I'm trying to think of like some funny lifestyles that would determine some really funny death styles, like
Maybe you're the
sewage management processing plant or something like that.
A mine.
Imagine a lollipop lady dying from diabetes
Choking
from
on
too
a
many
lollipop.
lollipops.
In a real roundabout way.
Yeah. Like one of the guys that dresses up as bananas in pajamas dies of a potassium overdose.
Slips on a banana.
Oh, the guy that dresses up as Humphrey B. Bear was mauled by a fucking bear.
Raped and mauled in the bear
You are not
suit.
portraying us.
No pants.
Humpty Dumpty.
You're not portraying
Guy
us
puts the
accurately.
Humpty Dumpty suit on.
You don't. But
Dies of salmonella.
Yeah, so many good lifestyles.
There's a few.
Or if you had a-
this is a bit of a fucking rabbit
if you had a
hole
job
here.
as a train track,
All right, only just got to go to work. Just fucking lies there for 8 hours while trains just run over you.
Planking.
Back to the grind. The old 9 to 5.
the old
The old grind.
It would be funny, you know, if you're applying for like the work for the dole sort of thing, your job applications. Yeah, I've applied to be a train track.
And how did the
You
interview
mean like
go?
what, like a train?
They
driver
said
or something?
they did a blood test and I lacked iron, so didn't get that one.
Yeah.
Didn't get that one.
yeah. Well, all of these lifestyles would definitely determine your death style.
You'd have to do a. You have to do
Well,
a,
look, if we're
100%.
talking about the dole and job searching, the chorus is very, very relevant to this.
Yes, it is, isn't it? All right, let's go to the chorus.
I don't know if it is a
Keep
chorus, but
searching.
it's
Is
another
it?
bit.
Well, they say it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this entire album is made up of bits, but yeah, here we go. Keep searching, keep on searching. The search goes on. The search goes on. Keep searching, keep on searching. The search goes on. This search goes on. Frantic, tick, 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 tock. Frantic, tick, 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 tock. Frantic, tick, 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 tock. Frantic, tick, 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 tock.
Yes, you got it right. Yep.
Thank you.
This is
I've
heard he was doing a Where's Wally when he wrote this chorus.
Keep searching.
One of those really hard ones where everyone's Wally on the page.
Yeah. Keep on searching.
You're like, there he is. No, that's not him. And then you hear, this search goes on.
It goes on.
Or you're like a colorblind kid, and you see the other guy who's like wearing the yellow and black, and you're like, there he is, and you're like, no, that
it
fucking
isn't.
evil
Yeah,
dude.
He's evil
With your
somehow.
duck.
I don't know
Yeah.
what is.
Yeah.
What was his
He's evil.
crime? Like,
I don't
What
know.
was
he's
that
in
guy?
yellow and
Fuck, who's
black.
that
He's in
guy?
yellow and black. He's like fucking.
No, Oddlaw.
Oh, it looks like
Yellow and black.
yeah, Oddlaw. It looks like Oddlaw.
He wanted to steal Wally's magic cane, I believe.
Oh, that fucking
that's
dirty
it.
dog.
Yeah.
Who like
Oddlaw. Look at his face,
Wally
mate.
always lost that cane anyway, so bloody didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Couldn't look after his shit.
He also has a British accent in the television series.
I
How
want to
fucking-
steal.
how
I'll
fucking-
steal your bloody cane there, Wally. You look out for that.
I'm gonna steal your fucking cane, there, Wally.
Hey, Wally. Hey, where's your cane boy? Hey, I'll fucking.
Don't you just
steal
hate
it.
how in America it's Waldo? Like they just
Yeah.
can't. They just have to have their own fucking thing every fucking time.
Where is Waldo?
What?
Waldo is probably the shittest name. Like
Shit
Wally.
name.
It's Wally. Where's Wally?
Wild Dog Millionaire.
Waldo? Oh, I don't know, little
Wally.
Yeah.
Where's
Wally
Waldo? And where's my non-fat dairy creamer for my coffee espresso latte?
Coffee.
It's
Anyway,
Starbucks.
back to Metallica.
What's your name?
Yeah, yeah,
Mercedes.
Frantic, tick, 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 tock.
I do like the work for the dole theme behind the keep searching, keep on searching while you're because you need that dole check.
Yeah, it plays there. They played that part of the song in the job seeking office. On
How many
repeat.
jobs is it a
You're
week?
sitting at Centrelink. It's just keep searching
For his job.
Yeah.
How many
For
jobs do
a
you have to apply for on the dole? How many jobs is it again?
Maybe
job.
Jason the bass player wrote this song just before he left.
Keep searching for a band.
Yeah.
He well,
He's still searching.
no, I
Never
think he
found
did.
one. No. Oh, he's found
No,
a
he
couple
went
that's
solo.
shit.
Yeah, he went solo, but then he went and played for Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, not for long though.
Well, that's an easy
Yeah.
gig.
He was in Ozzy's band for maybe like half a year.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
is that
really?
all?
Is that it?
Not long, yeah.
What's wrong with him?
He left Metallica and joined a band called Two Part Epoxy.
Two-part pop.
Just running along with a theme of paints and glues.
Yeah. Nice. I really like that.
All right, verse 2, the one that Bevo does not believe exists.
I'm just going to
but
go
it
get some
does.
pods. Back in a minute.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Good
eat
stuff.
dog shit.
Snickers
Okay.
or Mars? Snickers or Mars?
Oh.
Don't you fucking dare say
Twix.
Snickers.
Stay tuned.
Twix?
We'll find out just after this break. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh.
Quick word from our sponsors.
Please turn the record over.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, don't touch his dick.
They're not pods. They're not pods at all.
Why is he going into a pod? Why is his dick out? Why is the dog going in with him?
Not. What is it? What are they?
What flavour?
What flavour?
Don't fucking say Snickers.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for waiting around. We have the Snickers pods.
Oh, you're a fucking disgusting dude. The Snickers ones are the
Snickers,
worst.
man. What happened?
Can you give us a quick from our sponsors, Snickers Pods? Give us a quick little
Yep. What do you want?
you know.
No. Oh, here's a message from our sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh, what? You want me to describe what it tastes like?
The cool, crispy taste of a Snickers
yeah,
pod.
yeah.
Like you know how we were doing the cigarette ads?
You should eat Snickers pods. They taste bloody great. They taste better than dog shit, I imagine.
You would know.
I said I imagine.
Once
right.
again, reiterating, not from experience.
Yeah.
Please consult your doctor.
Second verse.
Just quickly on the pods thing. Don't we all wish that pods had a resealable bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck oath. You got to eat them all in one go.
Yeah, it sucks. It's like M&M's. Fucking
I
reseal
keep
that
mine
shit.
in
I
a
like pods.
Tupperware container.
Oh, that's what Zav does with his bickies.
I do that with my Arnott's assorted creams. Arnott's assorted creams. Every flavour for every occasion, except for the Monte Carlo, which fucking suck.
I like Monte Carlo.
Yeah, Monte Carlo.
Oh, you fuck. You're bloody worse than
A little bit
Hitler.
chewy.
All right.
They're not chewy, they're crummy,
Yeah.
and it gets stuck in your fucking teeth, and you can't break
I think
them.
we can
you
all
can't,
agree that no one
No.
likes the orange.
No.
All right, the second fucking verse. I've worn out, always been afraid. An endless stream of fear that I've made. Treading water full of worry. This frantic tick talk of hurry. Do I have the strength to know how I'll go? Can I find it inside to deal with what I shouldn't know? Worn out, always been afraid. An endless stream of fear that I've made.
Wow.
Yep.
The second verse. Oh, Chesty Pops are so funny all the time.
Can't imagine James Hetfield being scared of anything.
No, I've got this theory
Cross
that
is that type of dude.
I don't think you wrote this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's like? I reckon he sounds like a full-on man. He's like, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that, all that shit. But then if you're actually at a barbecue and they're like, James, can you cut the firewood up, mate? He'd be like a little bit puzzled. He'd be like, oh, fuck, I've never really handled an axe. Like, I've spent my life writing music and, singing songs and shit. I've never really done any man work.
It's like Bruce Springsteen writes all these songs about like working 9 to 5.
I don't reckon he knows fucking shit about
Bruce Springsteen's never worked a fucking day in his life.
Yeah. No.
You know what Bruce Springsteen was? A championed ballet fucking dancer.
Good on him.
And there's nothing wrong with that, except for he can't build a fucking deck out the back on a Sunday afternoon after a trip from Bunnings with a fucking snag.
I reckon.
Can he? No, he
I
can't.
thought you were vomiting a snag.
I was, because I was thinking about Bruce Springsteen.
Sausages,
Did anyone
onions on the
hear
top.
when Hetfield was on Joe Rogan?
Yeah. Bees.
And he just talked about bees
Yeah.
for like an hour and a half.
Bees. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about that is that no one would have known beforehand that he ever was into bees.
No. But I also found it funny that he goes to like meetings that beekeepers and stuff have.
Meetings that
and,
bees are at.
just sits in the back of the room, and then he just talks about how what do you do? I just sort of hang out with my mates in my garage. It's like,
Yeah.
And watches Bee
The guy's
movie with
fucking-
Jerry Seinfeld.
He sounds like an absolute fucking loser, really, doesn't he?
Like, it's well documented that he's like addictions through the roof, alcohol abuse now for like the last 30 years. So
yeah,
like I reckon he doesn't know how to do much else.
I think the perfect example of what you were saying, Dan, is you would just keep being an alcoholic because you were having fun. Now he's not having any fun.
Well, that's just me normally.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Have another beer in here.
I reckon the chorus is kind of cool, where he's like frantic, tick, 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 tock, and all that. But then like that immediately gets like it's like
Old.
when kids tell a joke and it's like hilarious, like, oh my god, that was so funny, and then they tell the exact same joke again, and you're like, oh, don't do it twice. Like, it's immediately lost its impact. Like in this verse too, he says, "This frantic tick tick talk of hurry." Like, TikTok is a thing. Frantic,
you've already
frantic, tick, like TikTok, good. Like frantic, the clock is running out and you're frantic about it. Fucking cool, good on you. Frantic, tick, talk. What?
Can you imagine when they were sitting in that fucking boardroom writing the lyrics and they went frantic, tick,
Yeah. TikTok.
tick,
TikTok on the clock.
fuck! It writes itself.
But the party don't stop, no?
Oh, what? Oh,
That's that scene in Some Kind of Monster where Lars is like in Hetfield's face. He's going like, fuck! That was actually just about how excited he was about that chorus.
He's about the fact that they realised that tick is at the end of the word frantic.
And at the start of TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like,
So excited.
actually, now that you mention it, should we have a better rhyme for frantic tick 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 tock?
yeah, frantic dick, 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 dock.
I came up with
Docking dicks.
hickory dick 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 dock.
All right, frantic flick, 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 Spock.
Flick Spock.
Flick spot.
His pointy ears. Bit of a flick.
Hey, Spock.
Yeah. That is logical, fuckface.
What about Shaggy Rick Rock?
Yeah, it all works. The bridge.
Oh, wait, I just wanted to talk about the treading water full of worry.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you like go down to the beach at night time and there's like, there's sometimes like a rock pool or something, or like a man-made like beach pool thing. What do you call those things?
Just a pool?
It's a
The
rock
ocean.
pool. Rock pool.
Yeah.
Rock pool. Yeah.
You know, some of them, they're like, oh, don't go in there. There's fucking, blue bottles that come in there at night. Fucking don't go in there.
Come in there at night. The blue bottles. Coming in there at night.
Crawl up in there.
Blue bottles just go, all right, guys, it's night time. It's time to, terrorise the local rock pool. It's just someone's in there treading water. You're like, oh, hang on, mate, don't go in there. Don't be no. It's full of, it's full of bloody. It's full of. And he's like, what? Like jellyfish? No. It's full. What? Full of bloody crabs? No. Just worry. Full of.
If it happens to me, I'd be like, oh, well, thanks for warning me.
I'm a bit worried about that. Yeah,
I don't want any worry on me.
I was feeling a bit worried about something.
That'd be the water.
And it's the water. Don't drink it.
That's the water, mate. Hell yeah.
That's the water talking.
Yeah.
Imagine having a little paddle and you're thinking like, "Fuck, did I pay my taxes right this year?
Did I leave the stove on?
Oh, my Facebook logged in.
Did I feed my kids?
mate's house?
Did I feed my kids today?
Did I take my kids out of the car?
What was the temperature today? 37. Did I leave my kids in the car?
Oh, they were definitely in there at some point. Yeah.
What's Apple stock at
yeah.
right now?
Yeah, these are all things you'd worry about.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Bridge. Do I have the strength to know how I'll go? Can I find the inside to deal with what I shouldn't know? It's the
Control
same fucking
C,
shit over and
Control
over again.
V.
Yeah. They repeat that. Here we go. Oh, my lifestyle determines my death style. Birth is
True.
pain. A rising tide that pushes to the other side. Life is pain. My lifestyle determines my death style. Death is pain. A rising tide that pushes to the other side. It's all the same.
Now we have
he's
this.
talking about
This is
pain.
verified on the some kind of monster documentary that Kirk came up with. The birth is pain, life is pain. It's like a Buddhist kind of
He's such a fucking hippie. Yeah.
Buddhist concept of dukkha, which is about the pain.
Cut your
in
hair,
life.
hippie.
The noble. This is the noble truth of dukkha. Birth is dukkha. Aging is dukkha. Illness is dukkha. Plucker is dukkha.
Very good.
It's a little Aussie joke for you.
There you go. Tell you what, if you're in any other country but Australia, I highly recommend looking up the best of Pluck a Duck on YouTube. You'll be so happy about it.
It's a good spend of your time.
Yeah, it'll make no sense.
It's a good spend of your time. All right, Dan, good one.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
All right.
Remember, drunk. He had that stroke in the last episode, and he was just fucking holding on.
Makes them.
I like how if someone's fucked up their words, Zav does not let anything slip.
I hear
No,
everything.
Like a laser precision. Laser precision on those
Yeah. He's on it.
interruptions.
Also, imagine
okay.
if birth is Spain. Life is Spain. Let's have a siesta. It's Spain.
Life is a Spain.
It's all the same. No, it's just Spain.
Wait, birth is pain. So my fiance is going to give birth to a child soon. Are you telling me that there's going to be pain?
No, I think it's
it's fine.
all it's like an old wives'
Did you say
tale.
a child?
Yeah.
Your child?
Oh,
Well, as far as he knows,
I mean,
he might have fallen asleep and someone else has come in. there.
So I've got an octopus.
Yeah,
Yeah, the blue bottles
That's
have
a
come
deep
in.
podcast cut there for you.
deep.
my mouth's too full of. I just realised the problem, because I normally have beer and I've got a cup of tea and some pods, and it's the problem is that I have a mouthful of pods and I kind of come back when I want to.
Which is amazing because the silence is so much better. Okay, it's written by James Hetfield, Luz Ulrich, Kirk Hammett, and Bob Rock.
All right. So did Bob Rock? Now
Who the fuck's Bob
no,
Rock?
is this?
Is it
He produced this. He also produced like the
His name is
you know,
Bob Rock.
Yeah.
self-taught. No, it's he's some Canadian. He's a Canadian
no,
producer.
mate? It's
but-
Robert Rock.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah.
I thought it was Bob Rocket.
But is
And,
his producer named Bob Rock?
Yeah.
That's his real name.
Yeah.
He's like a
Robert-
metal.
The
Robert
fuck?
Jens Rock. It's not even
Who
a
the
changed
fuck
name.
hires that guy?
No, that's his name.
It's
His last
actually
name is
not
Rock.
even a changed name. It's his real name.
Yeah, that's how it's like the plasterer that was over our house, and he's got a job plastering because he's ridiculously tall and he could just plaster the roof. Literally, he could just and I'm like, fuck, you good that you're tall, isn't it? And he's like, yep, think my work found me, mate. And I reckon it's the same thing. Bob Rock.
Oh, I thought you were going to say his
name was
is
Jip Rock.
Jaden Plaster.
I think you're going to say his name is Jip Rock.
Pasta plaster.
He's like, Bob Rock is like, well, there's only two careers for me: rock and roll or fucking.
I'm going to
bobbing.
steal quarries.
Going for a swim and quickly ducking underwater.
Bob. He's just a boy.
Grabbing those apples off the surface of the water
buoy.
using only my mouth.
Mouth.
Shit out my mouth.
Dan, where are you, Dan? Stop eating, Dan.
He can't help it. Pods was a bad choice.
Because I'm also conscious that I don't want to come to the mic about. Guess what, guys?
No, you can't even hear it, mate. It's not even that bad. It's fine, dude.
So apparently this song, like many others on St. Anger, are about the band's past struggles with addictions, particularly the lead singer James Hetfield's alcohol problem, for which he spent many months in rehab. The lyrics also draw on the Zen axioms, which Bevo pointed out, the Buddhist concept of dukkha, which the hippie.
Also get that on your Smashed Avo.
There you go. Do you think it's... I thought of this as I was watching the film clip, and I thought how hilarious it is that people for like fucking 20 years would have been dying for a fly-on-the-wall documentary of a making of a Metallica album, like as in depth, and it was on this album.
Especially because
that it happened.
one came out in the 90s for the Black Album.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It's a good watch.
Like one of those behind the music sort of things.
And then this came out next, and it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Mm.
It's probably the best time that they could have got them for a documentary, for it to be like actually this interesting. But it's just funny for hardcore Metallica fans that it's probably like their most hated album.
And it's interesting.
And that's what they have to listen to over and over again, like as they're recording it and like everything, writing it, all that. And it's like,
as a Metallica fan, and
why couldn't this
especially
be
like the
anyone
height of my Metallica like fandom was around this era, like 2003, 2004. Like I can't, like, James Hetfield was my personal Jesus at the time.
I feel so bad for you.
And you watch the movie at the time and you're like, oh, everyone's a fucking dick to James Hetfield. And then I watched it again as a bit more of an adult.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's the villain in this.
Yeah.
He's the worst person.
He goes away.
He's letting...
They all look like a bunch of fucking losers, man.
Nah, they're winners.
It
They're
made
very
me
much
go...
winners.
It made me go, I would fucking hate to be in that band.
The only guy I like
I'd love
now is Jason, the bass player.
Instead, because he left.
Yeah.
Nah, like no one...
Because he wasn't
No
there
one
for
would
it.
be happy leaving Metallica. I don't care who you are. Because he's like... He goes... you said he's talking on the thing and he's like, yeah, like, you know, James wouldn't let me do anything outside of Metallica. Said I had to be in Metallica, so I've left Metallica now, and I've started my own band called Echo Brain, and then they show him doing his like first and probably only show at this club, and there's about, I reckon, about 120 people there, and he's like, interview after the thing, he goes, you know what? All the money we made, all the success we had, I look back and I think, did you make the right choice leaving? And he has the most unconvincing smile, and he goes like, yeah, dude, you made the right choice for you, man. And it's like, you are not happy about that. I guarantee you want back in. I guarantee it.
No, but having said that, like, he would have made a lot of money and then bounced and like doesn't have to tour the world and sign all the t-shirts and, you know. I don't know.
I did think it was pretty
hard to know from the outside.
I did like how ruthless Hetfield was though. Like you can't touch Metallica. Like who gives a fuck if Newstead wants to go and like start another band? It'd be like, okay, fucking go for it. Like you think people are coming to see you, Newstead? They're coming to see me and Kirk. Maybe they're gonna laugh at Lars. Like No one really cares about Jason. Like, go and let him do his thing. But no way. He's like, so ruthlessly says, like, no,
It's just
you are
like,
not
no.
in any other bands. We've made billions of dollars, but you stay in this band only.
Which, doesn't it sound like that's the band that you're in when you're like 15? Like, that's how you act?
Mm.
But they act like that and they're in their 40s?
Yeah. It's like he was.
Yeah.
It's like he was worried that Jason's band would take over and be more popular than fucking Metallica.
No.
Come on, man.
There is literally nothing more popular than Metallica.
Yeah. You could go, mate, if that country has electricity, you can go there and sell out whatever stadium they have.
Even if it doesn't.
That's it.
I challenge you all
Yeah.
now, try and list something that's more popular than Metallica. Something.
Oh, cheese.
Monte Carlos.
Carlton Draft, Australia's beer.
No.
Best cold beer.
I don't know. Yeah. Look, we should probably move on because I don't buy the whole fucking thing. I think Metallica's fucking suck.
Okay. The album
I don't
version
get it.
is 5 minutes and 51
Yeah.
seconds. They cut it down for
So
a radio
long.
edit.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 58 seconds radio edit.
And the crazy thing is, there's nothing really in it other than like in the album version.
You can hear the MacBook clicking Control C, Control V for sections. You can hear the edits. I'm
Yeah.
not just talking this
They're
song.
not-
I'm talking this whole album.
Yeah, they're not clean.
No.
Can we talk about the sound? This is the worst sounding song I've ever heard.
Well, let's go into production. It's produced by Bob Rock and Metallica.
Why
now,
does the
this
kick
is
drum
first-
and the snare drum sound like shit?
Well,
What is going on? I'm so fucking confused.
Lars didn't think it sounded like shit.
This is one of those things where I wish. This is one thing I wish I was a fly on the wall when they made the decision that it was going to sound kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Kinda shitty. I had to stop playing it because it was giving me a fucking headache. I'm so confused.
Bob Rock's done a lot of other shit, but when I say shit, I mean shit. Like, he produces shit for people, like all the Motley Crue stuff, Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, fucking Bryan Adams.
But he did the Black album, so like
I know, yeah,
he had some good.
yep.
Yeah, he's got some cred. There's some cred. But yeah, like what you said, Bev, I'd like to find out what it was about the snare drum. Like they've flicked the snare wire off. So for those that don't know, a snare drum sounds like a snare drum. And then if you flick the snare wire off, it sounds like a reggae snare drum pretty much. So they've done that. And
Makes like a ping.
yeah, it's like a oh, and that's it for this whole album pretty much. It's like snare wire is off. So
And
like
it's more than that though. That's like that. That's the thing that a lot of people cling to, but it's also like really like raw, shitty guitar sounds and copy and paste sections of songs where they just went.
No, the word raw comes in when you're talking about something that is good and you're like, these guitars sound raw. These guitars sound fucking dreadful.
yeah.
This
They
is
do,
not
actually.
raw.
Yeah, they really
this is
do.
just shit.
But like,
Yeah, it's
so
a very
Whole-
loose.
the mix
sound.
is missing. It's like a hole in the mix. There's something missing.
Metallica were well known
The
before
lowest-
this for long songs, but they were long songs with like progressive elements and like sections and
Correct.
little offshoots. Now this is just long songs that have repetition.
Yeah.
Two riffs.
Yeah, two riffs and a chorus or a bridge.
No guitar
and that's,
solos.
That's another thing.
Oh.
There's in the doco. There's a section where Lars is convincing Kirk Hammett to not do solos, but to do more chuggy riff type things.
That's one of the best bits in
Yeah.
the movie, and it's weird because he
Yeah.
flips his opinion mid sentence because he's like, "I don't want to do anything that dates this thing," which is kind of like saying like, I don't want to not do solos. That's how I interpret
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
But then he kind of just agrees with everyone. He's like, "Yeah, let's not do any."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck, really. Like, he just wants to go surfing and fucking smoke as much weed as humanly possible.
You know what? I didn't really want to watch this documentary, but after you guys talking about it, I definitely don't want to watch it.
well, yeah,
It is fascinating. I'll tell you that.
I feel like I will not gain anything and I will become dumber and lose time having watched it.
It makes it like if you were a fan of the band, it pulls back the curtain a little bit. But it's just really interesting from the perspective of like, this is one of the biggest franchises in the world, not just the bands, like,
Oh yeah,
and like the people behind the franchise, if you know what I mean.
yeah. You see
Like,
all those industry types floating in, listening to a song, and you see like the look on their face, like. But all the different people, and some of them are just so old as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
It spins
And like,
me out.
Yeah.
there's that bit in the documentary where James Hetfield's out of the band because he's in rehab, and the other guys just don't know what to do, and they're
No,
sitting there like, "Do we
it's
keep the
fucking
band
sit
going?"
around.
It's like, just I don't know, man. And it makes me think like I'm going
Sound like
way
you're
off
gonna
on a
cry, dude.
tangent here, but like I always think about like Rolling Stones is a good example of a band that could have retired 40 years ago easily.
Yeah.
Easily, you could enjoy the rest of your life, and yet they
Yeah.
choose to get in a plane, travel the world, wait at airports all day, wait in hotels all day, do stupid interviews to play fucking Satisfaction again on stage.
Yeah.
Like, what is
And
keeping
again
them
and again
going?
and again.
And the answer,
Again and
I
again and
feel
again.
like the answer is like, surely there's some degree of it's fun and it's like keeps them
Slut.
going.
There you go, Ray.
What I think it is though is that there's a fucking industry. There's a Rolling Stones industry because they like employ t-shirt makers and sound guys and roadies and promotion and like
Yeah.
It's not just
Yeah,
them.
it's not
it's
just
the
them.
business
That's it.
and they're
job.
doing their bit.
so like you just wonder, do they do it because they're just like slaves to the grind, or if they stop doing it, a lot of people lose jobs.
I like to think it's just
I wouldn't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
And that brings me back to
I think
Metallica,
Metallica's dumb.
which is exactly the same thing. It's like clearly they've lost a bit of passion for it. You can tell. As a fan
Yeah.
of the band, Kirk Hammett's like does not care anymore, and Lars Ulrich
No.
cannot play the drums like he used to play, and James Hetfield like
Could he ever?
James Hetfield was back in rehab as of like earlier this year.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Drummers, while we're on it, is that a thing? You know how singers can't sing like they used to, guitar players can't play like they used to. Can drummers not drum like they used to? I feel like that's not true.
there's
I feel like you drummers are always just good or bad, and they're always that until they die.
yeah.
No, it's a physical thing though. Like if you like, you got to be
You
fit.
can't keep up
You got to be
with it
fit to
physically.
do that kind of
There's
thing.
there's footage of Buddy Rich playing the most epic fucking jazz solo in a suit when he was like 65. So, like, I would say
Yeah.
that if you're good,
Yeah, but that was probably pretty easy. Like if you had to do something hard, like play Senanga.
yeah, that's what yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes me wonder, though. I'm sorry, I've fully like taken over this podcast in this particular episode, but like, there's a lot of like evidence of bands that like
It's getting too serious, dude. Come on.
it's their last album on a label, so they put out some shit album to say fuck you to the label, but they've never come out and said this was a joke. They still stand by it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they stopped playing any of the
They do.
songs.
All I'm going
live.
to say is that a band where the drummer plays with black sticks can fuck off.
I like how like the contrast
enough.
between Bev and Zav. Like Bev is so deep diving here, and
This is a band. Honestly, this is a band I'm very passionate about because
And I get that.
Because
I fully get that.
as
I just,
a teenager, these guys formed my like opinions on music and life. And,
I
like,
completely agree. But this song is so shit.
it is.
man.
I fully agree. I 100%
What
agree.
is this?
I don't know what's
Why
happening.
is it? Why is
I
it?
don't know.
Why?
Okay, well, look.
Why?
Apparently, they did a fucking video clip for it. Did you watch
did.
it? Because I didn't. I did not.
I'm watching
watch
it as we speak.
So tell me.
I wish I did.
Tell me.
Let's quickly hit it, Dan Southern.
All right.
If you're ready, man.
Yep, here we go. I'm gonna hit it. Yeah.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree.
It's the music video summary.
With ooh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Frantic. Metallica.
Just trying to think of the best. I was trying to think of a buzzword of sorts.
Buzzword. There's many.
I went with yeah.
We got yeah. We got ooh. Many.
That's more.
countless others. The band perform as a high-budget car crash is shown over and over, again and again, from different angles. The culprit? Excessive drinking, smoking, sex, and boiling water in a saucepan.
That's good.
Damn, I should have watched it.
It's real funny though. Like the funniest part of it is watching James Hetfield try and like act his way through taking this song seriously. Because there's bits where he's in sunglasses, and there's bits where he's just trying really hard to make that shitty riff. Like, cool. Have you guys got the video cranking?
Yeah, I'm watching now.
Can you watch it about 40 seconds? And there's a little longer, but when James, with his glasses on, he does this little like tongue like.
You are the biggest fucking moron I've ever seen in my life for doing that. And I've seen Sean Mullins, and that was worse.
I thought you're a big Mullins fan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is there anything else? Anyone got anything to say about it? I didn't watch it, so I got nothing.
I think it's.
They really,
dreadful.
really milk that car crash. So there's a car crash, and then it shows the dude like drinking and smoking, like I said in the thing, playing Nintendo
And having sex?
He has lots of sex. Yeah,
That'll make you crack.
yeah. But the car
Lars
crash,
just
like obviously, it
Lars
costs a
just
lot of money.
plays a fucking crash cymbal the whole time, and when he's not playing the crash cymbal, he's just fist pumping the air like a fucking idiot. Fucking hell! How does
That's
anyone
a Dan
like
Southern
this
move.
band?
I've seen Dan.
I don't
I've played
get it.
gigs. I played like reggae gigs with Dan Southern, and I looked back and I'm like, why isn't he hitting the snare? And he was fist pumping.
I just don't.
It obviously costs a lot of money to make that car crash, so they're really using that
Yeah.
footage.
Like in the doco, it shows that like how old they are. Like you just see them in their normal life, and so obviously this was made after the doco, and I'm watching it going like, they look so young in this. But there's trickery afoot. They've
Trick
so they're
photography.
basically, long story short, they're all lit up like Shania Twain in the video clip. Twain lighting. There's
lighting,
lit
yeah.
High contrast.
yeah, it's lit right up. So you basically see their hairline.
Overexposed.
And then there's like a bright moon face, and that on top of a black shirt.
Like,
Tony Harrison.
I'm Tony Owers.
I just
I'm James Hetfield. You slags.
Any YouTube
I got one
comments?
here.
I was just going to talk about the playback speed because I talk about how I watch things in quick time.
Quick
Okay.
time.
And I fucking refreshed the page about 3 times because I was convinced that it was in 1.75 speed, but it wasn't because the whole thing is just fucking sped up. It's just footage of shit that just is happening really fast. I'm like, why is everything? Everything just fucking calm down?
You think they would have been slowing it down, seeing they had to get like 5 minutes and 51 seconds
Yeah.
of video?
Yeah, and they only had one car crash to work with.
Yeah.
I got a comment from Connor Bowles 4 years ago. You live in a lion. You live in a lion.
You live in a lion?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That would have been great.
There's also one
Sam's got
of my favorites.
Hetfield on the thing.
One of my favorite memes here. He protect, he attack, but most importantly, he want his wasted days back.
What?
Fantastic.
There's one from Totally Jake, and it's like a long comment, and it says, "It's easy to criticize this song and the rest of Saint Anger as being the trash that many believe it to be." And he says some other shit, but I agree with the first
So
bit.
that's what you're going to read out.
Yeah, because it's
Okay,
true.
cool.
It's a piece
Okay.
of trash.
Some legacy here. It went top 10 in the following countries: Spain, Norway, Finland, Denmark, Belgium.
Oh.
That's it.
Thank fuck it wasn't Iceland because I would have hated for them to have given this
No.
song some time.
Now, I went into some reviews of the
Oh, good.
album, St. Anger, because, it's basically seen now, been so far, it's in the past, has been this, like, pile of shit that everyone just fucking hates and whatever. this is what NME gave it a 9 out of 10 at the time that it was released. It got a 4 stars by Rolling Stone. It got 8 out of 10 by Spin.
What?
It got 4 stars by Uncut. And Pitchfork, our favourite, always comes through with the goods, gave it a 0.8.
Love it because it wasn't Radiohead.
Yeah, that just goes to show that, like,
Is it
like
the
I'm
Bends?
sure. I reckon if you looked up other Rolling Stone lists, they'd be like worst albums. of
Rolling
this.
Stone's
Yeah.
notoriously off the mark with rating things, though.
Yeah.
For legacy.
Yeah.
They're a band, dude.
Every time
Oh.
I used to get Rolling Stone and you'd go to like the new album review bits, and then whatever they gave a really high rating to, you'd pull it up and listen to it and be like, this is a fucking pile of shit.
Yeah.
And if they gave it a 1 star, it was normally pretty good. Yeah.
Can I ask you guys?
That's Rolling Stone one.
Let's say you're Metallica. It's 2003, December 20th. You're playing Earl's Court, London, England, and you're madly in anger with the world tour. This is a 18-song set list with 3 encores. Not 1, but 2, but 3 encores.
Yeah.
Chibs, where do you play Frantic in your set?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sav, where do you play Frantic in your set?
You don't.
You've got 3 encores, mate. You're playing it.
You don't.
You're on the tour.
So, you're leaving it off?
You're on
You're
the
on the
album
album
tour.
tour.
You've got
It's the single.
2 singles off the album, I think, in total.
You
Yeah.
fucking heard what I said. You don't
Dan-
play this song.
Dan, where do you
ever.
play? Where do
Okay.
you play Frantic?
I mean, like, it's hard because the fans probably want to hear it, but then, like, you probably know that you got a billion better songs. So I think I'm probably going to open with it just to get it out of the way.
Okay. Chibs was bang on. They play it 6th
Oh,
out of 18 songs.
See?
They don't
I
play.
know how to put a set list
They
together.
don't play Saint Anger the song. It's one of 2.
I don't.
No, one of 2 songs from that album on that tour, and I'm pretty sure they dropped it straight after that, and they pretty much haven't played it since.
Hectic. There you go.
See, I was right.
There you go. Okay, let's do some net worth here. Quickfire edition. Hetfield's net worth.
200 mil.
Bevo?
500 mil.
Sav?
Okay. 300 mil.
Yeah, he's worth 300 million.
Fucking hell.
Lars
Sucking
net
Daniel.
Lars net worth.
300 mil.
Bevo?
Well, James is 3. I'll say 5 for the last as well.
Sav?
Wait. James is 300 mil. You're going to say 500 mil for Lars?
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, he's fully like he's the manager dude. Like,
Is he?
He's the brains behind it.
He's the
Yeah.
businessman behind Metallica.
Wow. He does all that stuff, but he can't hold a beat. Wow.
He's
Okay.
too busy, man. Crunching.
That's why he's in
Crunch
the
the
band,
numbers.
mate.
Fuck.
Yeah.
$247 million.
No, Dan Sutherland's the winner there. He's worth 350 million. 50 more. 50 million more than Hetfield. Kirk Hammett's net worth.
All right, we got more going on here. I think he maybe he's making a lot of money off guitar products, probably.
Yep, KH202s
Yeah.
and
So
such.
I'm going to go 400.
Okay,
100
Bevo.
mil.
Sav?
Same as, what's his name? Kirk? Is that his name? Kirk?
Who?
Kirk.
That's who we're
Cobain.
doing now.
No, wait. The other one, James.
Oh,
Same,
No.
300.
Keep
No,
in
no,
mind,
no.
James and Lars have all the songwriting credits.
Yeah, that
Except for me.
they do.
shit.
And production.
Yeah, but
and
Kirk's
production.
got all the
and
fucking
production.
I want to take mine back. I'm going 100. I'm going 100.
Okay, well, Kirk Hammett is worth 200 million. Oof. Yeah. Chump change. Yeah. Robert Trujillo's net worth, who is their bass player that they paid him $1 million in the fucking
Yeah.
documentary.
I'm going 2 million.
What's
2
his net
million
worth?
based on the fact that they gave him $1 million, and he's probably since made $1 million.
He's invested it well.
He's been in the band a long
Yeah, I
time now.
suppose. Yeah. Oh no, he's way more than that. It's
Yeah.
like I reckon 50 million.
Okay.
I'm going to say
Bevo?
100 mil.
Sav?
I'm going to say 2 just because I hope it's right.
2 million.
Yeah.
No, he's worth 30 million.
Wow. Well, I mean, like he
There
has
was other closest.
pretty much no songwriting credits, no like signature bass, no products that he can flog.
Other than just being a fucking mad dog, but also
Yeah.
Mad Doggy, Mad Dog.
in the doco, it's like we're gonna give you $1 million to join the band, and he's like blown away. He's like, holy fuck! So that's like when he got his first million, I'm assuming.
Well, he was in Suicidal Tendencies. Like, how much money do you reckon people in Suicidal Tendencies
probably not
have?
much.
We got to do that song. All I wanted was a Pepsi. You know that one?
Institutionalized.
Oh, yeah.
Institutionalized. Yeah, that'll be fun.
All right. Let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
Okay, so how many death styles out of 10 would you give this? 10 being that you your lifestyle has determined your death style, and your lifestyle is a train track. really come back to
Your
bite
lifestyle
you.
as a dog groomer. Really, come to bite you in the ass.
You were mauled by a bunch of chihuahuas. And one being that your lifestyle was that you were you were born a billionaire, so your death style was a nice, easy exit from this earth with no stress.
You get masturbated to death.
Masturbated.
They inject you with some sort of poison that when you ejaculate you die. But it doesn't hurt. But it
That's a
doesn't hurt.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
And it's like, all right, well, you've got the
does
poison
hurt.
in you, and then whatever you ejaculate next, you will die. It's like, okay. You can have all your family around you. You're like, all right, well. Here I love you all. Okay, here I go. And then the family just standing there while Granddad jerks himself to sweet.
He just like viciously
Sweet
jerking off.
nothingness.
He's like, oh, please take me, sweet peace.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
I like, and you die, and the gin's still coming out.
As I walk through the shadow of the valley of death.
And that's a 1. And that's a 1.
Okay.
All right, what do you give it out of 10, Zav?
It's a 10. It's
What's going on?
Okay. So you didn't want to be masturbated.
I didn't even want to spend my fucking evening on this song. It's that shit.
Well, you did. It happened.
Yeah.
Dan Southern?
I definitely don't hate it. I think it's too long. It's my only real criticism.
You think?
Well, yeah, it's too long. I fucking love the riffs. I reckon they're sick. And when it goes to
you can't listen to it.
when it goes to like the big halftime bits. So I'm gonna say 3 because it's definitely not. It's not.
Fucking
It's
hell.
not there.
I'm missing
It's
something.
not.
I am missing something.
Just enjoy heavy metal music.
Thickness in the mix is what I'm missing from this fucking piece of shit.
Bevo?
How many tracks are there on Saint Anger? I'm just looking it up real quick.
No, it's irrelevant. What's the
10?
song?
There's 11 tracks on Saint Anger. This is the best track on Saint Anger.
What about some kind of monster?
Lord help us.
That's the worst. No, that's not the worst track on Saint Anger. I won't rank them now.
That's it.
This whole album sounds like riffs I wrote when I was fucking 13.
Normally I wouldn't give this as high a score, but I'm still pissed off about Zav giving Sweet But Psycho a 1. So as revenge, I'm giving this a 1.
Oh,
Fucking love it. This is
Loves
the best
it.
song on Saint Anger.
Yeah.
yeah, I give it a 2. Senanga is my favorite Metallica album, and I enjoy the snare sound. I dream of one day recording a band where I can get a snare to sound that fucking good.
Yeah, that's great. Cool. That's the fucking best. That's the snare sound you want, I reckon.
Yeah.
I've never, ever finished this podcast with someone giving a score where I've been like, where I'm going to be up all night, just seriously Googling and working out what the fuck it is about Metallica that people fucking like. And this song in particular.
I did it on purpose.
I have no idea what the fuck
highly
the appeal
recommend-
of this fucking song. I'm not going to. I'm not going to fucking listen
anyone
to.
that wants to get into Metallica, start here.
Man, what's his name?
It's only up from here.
What's his name? What's the bass player? I really
Robert
the
Trujillo.
one that died. I really should know his name.
Oh, Cliff Burton.
Yeah,
Oh,
Cliff
Burton.
Cliff Burton be rolling around his grave after that.
Wait,
Cliff Bus
Yeah,
Crash
he'd be
Burton.
rolling around his grave after that. Rezav, here's all you
I
need to do
just
to get
don't
into
get
Metallica. Pick up a
I
guitar
don't
and
want
try
to.
and write some heavy riffs. And if you can't, put on Metallica and you'll be like, oh wow, that's
Do you know what's
some
gonna
really good
You know
riffs.
what would sting you? Do you know what would sting you more than
I know
the fact-
Metallica songs. I know one and all that
Well,
shit.
you should know more than one. they've got more than one song.
Can I tell you what stings more than anything, Zav?
Yeah.
Saint Anger came out, and the next Metallica album didn't come out for another 5 years. And then the next Metallica album after that, what's it called? Hardwired to Self-Destruct.
Yeah,
Which is so
Fucking,
shit.
what a great name for an album. Well done,
I think
boys.
there's a few.
Fucking bell end.
That didn't come out for another 8 years after that. So you get to stew on Saint Anger if you're listening to it for the first time.
And what a stew it is.
5 years before you get more Metallica. Imagine that.
And why
Everything-
did you stick
everything
around
that-
then?
Everything they did after St. Anger is fucking shit.
And it takes longer and longer for them to bring out new
Why are
shit.
they still a thing then? Why is it? I'm angry again. You've angered me.
I want to do it
I
right
don't
before
get
we
it.
go to
I
bed.
fucking don't get it.
But that's the thing. It's like how much can you love a band based on their legacy if they keep taking a shit on your head?
You're like, oh, Lars.
I can't give anyone any time for put shit that.
Did we talk about Lulu yet?
No.
No,
No.
let's save that.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
See ya.
fellas.
A ring a ding ding a ding ding.
Bye-bye.
What a shit show.